welcome everybody. We have our very first live from the Bowels. Yeah, from the Bowels podcast, whatever you want to call it.
We'll call it that, but just for now.
Just for now.
I wanted to go with Good Magical Morning.
Magical morning. Alright, so for those of you who remember the original stuff, Kevin and I actually went and did a podcast.
Did someone watch that?
Yeah, we got, I think, 21 views.
Wow,
21. And we got a share.
Really?
Yeah, we got a share, yeah.
Did you post it on your Facebook?
I did, but somebody I didn't send it to shared it.
So you got 2 shares?
Yeah, okay, so I shared it, and then somebody I didn't speak to for years, actually, then saw it and shared it.
So did you... So then it got 2 shares?
Okay, not counting people who actively work for what we call media.
So it
here.
got a share besides you?
Yeah, I got a third-party share.
So it shows up as 2 shares?
Sure.
Okay, because if it showed up as 1 share, that would just be your share.
Kevin's our social media mongrel here, so I don't know the final subtleties of how that
I'm a mongrel.
Mongrel. All right, but anyway, I once said back then that we're going to start reviewing board games, and we finally got around to it, because...
yeah, we played a board game once, and now we're going to review it.
Yeah. So, Steve, I'm sorry, Kevin. So,
Just admit it, you wanted Steve here more than me the whole time.
We finally got around to playing Sheriff of Nottingham. All right, so this is a...
I'm your sloppy second.
The sloppy seconds. This is the first time I played it. This is like a super duper social game. Lots of yelling, lots of screaming, lots of talking.
It's like poker.
Yeah, it's basically it's poker. It's a bluffing game. It's a bluffing game. All right. I think it's 2 to 6 players. No, it's a 3 to 6. I can't see it's being very good for only 2 people. Go up to the back.
We played it with 5 anyway.
3 to 5 players. Sorry. So that's 3 to 5 players. All right.
Yeah, you have to have 3 players.
At least,
then who would the third? Okay,
Yeah,
you need 3 at least.
So, like we were mentioning back in the podcast, people might be worried that newer board games are too confusing. Well, this one is very simple, very straightforward. You know the rules within minutes.
How much was it?
I bought it on sale for like $30 Canadian.
Oh, it's not even a lot.
It's not even that expensive.
Even if you only played it once, it's pretty close to being worth it, I think.
Yeah. It's like all 5 people. Like when you look at it, it's basically just
you get a
cards.
lot of colorful stuff.
Lots of cards and things like that. All right. The basic premise of the game is, assuming
this guy's the sheriff of Nottingham.
It's upside down.
Oh. This guy's the sheriff of Nottingham.
The sheriff of Nottingham.
And every turn, one person is the sheriff of Nottingham.
Yep.
And every turn, someone else takes turns being the sheriff of Nottingham.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone gets to be the sheriff like
Twice.
3 times?
2 or 3 times, depending on how many players you have.
Yeah, a couple times at least.
Yeah. So the idea is the other players then play as merchants, and you have to sneak through contraband past the sheriff of Nottingham.
So really, this game could be called Canada Customs.
Pretty much. All right, so let's pretend, all right, Kevin's a sheriff, and I'm a merchant, right?
Yeah.
The way how the game works is, let's pretend I want to bring apples in, all right? You have hands of 6 cards.
You're trying to import goods into Nottingham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have my apples, they're worth so much, blah, blah, blah.
The way you do that is with cards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Andrew has these cards of apples, and he's going to try to get them in, right?
Yeah. But there's contraband cards that are worth way more than legitimate products, obviously.
Yeah, your illegal products, like silk. Silk is illegal.
You get these little pouches, and these are actually like some sort of felt material. They didn't cheap.
We're going to pretend these are drugs.
Yeah. All right, so basically I would say, Kevin, who is currently the sheriff of Nottingham, I'll close this right here. This, I know you actually have to close it. All right, that's part of the rules. You then hand it to whoever's playing as a sheriff, and I declare there are 3 apples in there.
And they can just look in without any repercussions all the time, right?
No. So what happens is, let's pretend, well, this time there's contraband in there, right? So if that happened, I get a huge penalty against us and everything like that.
I'd be like, ah ha ha, what is this? Not in my town.
Yeah.
And then what would happen?
So basically I have to pay the bank, or basically I lose 8 gold.
You pay it to me or the bank?
To the bank.
Okay.
And then this gets thrown away, kind of thing like that.
So he would lose the value of the card.
Yeah.
And lose the card.
Yeah. Now, mind you, let's pretend then I know there's contraband in there, and Kevin as the sheriff is really pressuring me. I can bribe him if I choose to.
Yeah, there's no rules about that.
There's no rules. You can bribe however you want, whether it be through money, other cards.
Or favors, because everyone gets to be the sheriff, right?
Yeah. So you look the other way this time, I won't look at you next time.
You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Kind of a thing like that. And basically you just rinse and repeat. You rinse and repeat that 2-3 times each round, and then you calculate out, how much points you have based on how much contraband you get through. there's actually an app you can download on devices that'll do all the math for you. I know it sounds lazy, but
simple math.
it's simple math.
You don't need to.
You don't need it if you have to, but it's easy to use.
Now, what would happen if I opened this up and you actually did only have apples in here?
Well, what happens then is Kevin has to pay a penalty.
Oh.
All right. Based on how much the apples are worth.
So he was telling the truth,
yeah.
And I have to pay you 4 gold out of my pocket,
out of your
or
pocket.
the bank. Oh, see, there you go.
So it's actually really good. You know what? And we were playing within minutes. It takes no setup because like there's not even a board in this board game. It's just some plaques and cards.
It was fun who we were playing with because some people were corrupt and some people weren't corrupt, and it was very easy to see who the corrupt friends were.
No, the only problem I think we had was when we were playing, we had a married couple with us, and I'm pretty sure they were cahoots with us the entire, or cahoots with themselves. Sorry, just like Settlers of Catan, playing with married couples is a bad. I don't know. It's an unbalanced mix. Yeah. I'd be interested to see. Let's say there's like 2 couples playing, or something like that. You know how that would go over. But even then, like if if the couple helps each other, only one of them wins at the end. But I don't know. Whatever, married people.
I don't know. We'd have to play it with more married people to see.
Yeah.
But we didn't need to play. I didn't need to play it with a married couple to win. I just played it with that Steve character.
Yeah, Steve. I don't know.
Fiddly boy.
It's an interesting
What do we have
game.
Here? Well, it is tax season and I'm awfully hungry.
There's role playing in this game, as you can probably tell. Actually, the app too, like it plays music and stuff like that, and there's like little voice clips and things.
Fiddly dee, what do we have here?
Steve's over there editing stuff in case you're wondering.
What do we got here, boys? What do we got here, boys? And then the other Steve would be like, "Oh, just some apples. No bread. I'm just bringing in some wholesome bread."
Just want to feed my family.
Yeah, so we scored like double, I think, the next closest person.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, we skunked everyone because both of us were like super corrupt.
It's not fair. I don't know, but you know what?
But that's how you play it, right?
That's how you can play it.
And I was totally willing to be just as corrupt with anyone else, but I couldn't trust anyone else to be as corrupt with me, right? Yeah, it was just someone could have screwed you pretty easily if they wanted.
Yeah. All right, so.
Yeah, so like I could let you. I could not look at your stuff as a favor. Then when it's his turn, he could look at my stuff to screw me over to try to win, right?
One disclaimer about the favors, though. If the favor you ask for is done that turn, now you have to do the favor. But if you say the following turn something, you don't necessarily have to do it.
What do you mean the favor?
So let's pretend you're sheriff, right?
Yeah.
And then I say, I won't check you next round, kind of thing. Okay. Well, the following round.
Yeah.
I only have to hold that promise for the round we're currently playing, like as we circle around everybody doing sheriff, but then the following round I can go back on it and check you anyway, kind of an idea. So like basically you can backstab players if you really want to be really scrupulous.
No, there are no rules. Is that what you're saying? You don't have to keep any promises. That's the fun.
There is a rule in there. Don't make me pull out the instruction books while we're playing.
Well, anyways, the point is that the way we played it is we didn't have any rules on keeping promises. So if someone would or wouldn't keep a promise,
on the screen right now, I'm going to probably put where it says in the rule book I'm right. But anyway,
couldn't trust anyone.
Who would like this and not like this?
Scoundrels like me would love this game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who do you think would not like it?
Someone who likes to play by the rules.
Let's go by the rules.
So someone who really likes Monopoly maybe.
People
who don't like to lie.
Really loud people, like high energy people, stuff like that would really like this game, right? People who
poker players would love this game.
Yeah, poker players would really like this game. People who prefer more quiet and like people just like huddled around the board like this, like looking at it, probably won't like it that much. But you know what? It's excellent for new players. And it's a super easy to learn fun party game. Yeah. Yeah, this would be a fun drinking game too. Oh yeah, I can just imagine what that would be like. So I give my personal thumbs up. I suggest you look into it and pick it up. I give it 2 dice rolled 6s. Oh, okay. Whatever. We'll work on a proper rating system later. But Shares of Nottingham, go to your local geek store and pick it up today. We're not actually sponsored. Oh, I saw a new board game store on Bloor Street. Did you know there was one there? A game store? Yeah. Well, it was right by the bike shop. It's he looks a little desperate inside. Near the cafe. Yeah. Oh, you have seen it. I've walked past it. There's nobody ever in there though, so
Yeah, it looks. How do you stay in business with a game shop? Ooh.
Well, like our local global.
There's
gym
not that
one
many
does
hipsters
fine.
in this part of town.
Not in
is
Bloor, I don't think. No. Oh,
Anyway.
good old Toronto. Anyway, thank you very much. Tell us what you think about the new live casting and the wonderful, wonderful Toronto apartments. And,
Oh yeah, and if you guess how much we pay rent for this place, you get the board game. Board
Yep.
game prizes will not be honored.
It'll be $50 for shipping, regardless.
Must pay shipping and handling.
All right. Anyway, have yourselves a good night, everybody. Bye bye.
Bye.